Hello Curious! After a week-long break, the Johnny Depp and Amber Heard trial is back in full steam, starting off with the Aquaman actress's cross-examination by Depp's lawyers. And the things said had the internet going crazy. One of the things that people were waiting for during this cross-examination was the questioning with regard to the $7 million divorce settlement that Amber received and said that she had donated to 2 different organizations, which, as it had turned out, she did not do. But there were other things that Depp's lawyers as well as fans had pointed out that did not add up. Some had claimed that the photos were faked and others staged. But what else did the most recent days at the court tell us? Why has Heard been accused of lying? What do we know about the money that was supposed to have been donated? Who did Amber blame for the feces in her ex-husband's bed? And was the Washington Post op-ed not even about Johnny? Stay with us until the end to find out all the latest information, but before we continue, don't forget to hit the bell and subscription buttons, and if you enjoy our content, be sure to give us a super thanks to help support our work. As the cross-examination of Amber Heard had started, those who were watching were met with a rather odd statement, given the months-long court proceedings that the couple had faced. That was Amber insisting that the 2018 op-ed, which is at the center of the defamation trial, was not about Johnny. She had gone on to explain that it was about her and what happened to her after she escaped her marriage, adding that the only person who made it about him had ironically been Johnny. Amber also went on to add that with the piece, she wanted to raise awareness about important issues and about what women experience when they come forward against somebody more powerful when they speak up about gender-based violence. Depp's lawyer Camille Vasquez began questioning evidence that was presented from both sides, as well as the many claims that the actress had made. One of the things that were brought up and challenged were photos of Amber which she had claimed she took after Johnny had hit her. The photos that were brought up took place in March 2013 when the Aquaman star claimed that her then-husband hit her with a fistful of rings, and in May 2014 when she accused Depp of breaking her nose. One of the photos the lawyer had focused on was the one that allegedly was taken the night after her nose was broken. One of the main things that she had pointed out about it was that it did not look as if Amber was injured, and to back that up, the jury was shown images from different events. One was after her alleged broken nose at an event where there was no injury visible on her nose, and the second in Russia while Heard accompanied Depp to promote The Lone Ranger, where Vasquez had once more pointed out the lack of bruises on Heard's face. In response to the questions, Heard said that she was wearing makeup, later adding, "For the record, I don't know that it was broken. You should see what it looked like under the makeup." After she was asked whether she's displayed photos of the injury without the makeup, the actress said that she would very much like to, meaning she wanted to add new evidence to the trial, which was promptly objected to by Depp's lawyers. When questioned about why there were no medical records of her seeking help after all these alleged injuries, the actress said that was because she did not seek any medical help for any of them, even after she claimed to have been penetrated with a glass bottle that had resulted in bleeding from her private parts. Many fans have claimed that the 36-year-old must have been lying, because why else would she have not shown the extent of her bruising as evidence to begin with, as well as not go to seek aid after such injuries? Though it is not the first time that the mother of one has been questioned with regards to her makeup, as previously she was caught lying about the correction palette she was using, and you can learn all about that in our previous video by clicking on the link displayed above. But it wasn't the only image that was questioned. Another one that was heavily questioned featured a table in Johnny's house with what seemed to be 4 lines of white powder on it, among other clutter. Heard had claimed that those were illegal substances that her ex was taking, but to this, Vasquez had not only questioned Amber's own past with such substances, which she had previously admitted to, as well as the fact that in the background there was an ashtray which, while it had a cigarette in it, was clean. Pointing this out, internet users had commented that with this statement, the lawyer was insinuating that the image was staged and that the substance visible in those 4 lines was in fact the ash. To add to this, the lawyer had noted that Heard took a lot of photos of Depp sleeping, but not photos of him consuming or even possessing illegal substances. The 36-year-old's cooperation with the police back when the alleged abuse was taking place was also brought into question. The defense had played audio clips of conversations between Heard and Depp that the actress described in court as her explaining to her ex that she was trying to get him to stop what she called a smear campaign in the wake of their divorce. She claimed that no one was advising him in his best interest. She also added that because she loved him, she wanted to explain to him herself why she never filed a police report. At that moment, Amber broke down, saying that in the recordings presented, she was trying to convince Johnny to stop what she said was his side, using her lack of cooperation with the authorities against her. Tearfully, she said, "Just don't call me a liar. That's all I said. Just don't call me a liar." During this cross-examinations, fans also got answers to many different things which previously to them made no sense, and which, in their opinion, prove that Heard has been fabricating everything that she claims has happened to her. One of the things that many had noticed was that Depp has never looked at her in court, which some had just thought was due to everything that went down and his feelings for her. However, it was revealed there is another reason. When asked about that during the cross-examination, Amber said that her ex couldn't look at her, and when Vasquez told her it was due to the promise he made that she would never see his eyes again, the actress replied that she did not recall that. To this, Depp's lawyer team had played an audio recording of the Pineapple Express star's final meeting with Johnny, which took place in a hotel in San Francisco in the summer of 2016, after she filed for divorce and obtained a restraining order against him. From the audio, the court heard that she attempted to hug her ex, which he refused. To this, she said, "Please, I just want to hug you and say bye," and that was once again met with refusal. It was to this that he then responded with the statement that she will not see his eyes again. Showing this clip, as well as love notes that Heard had written to Depp after the alleged assaults, at one point, Vasquez had asked the woman, "You weren't scared of him at all, were you?" To this, the 36-year-old claimed that he was a man who tried to end her life, which was scary. Once more, fans used the visit and love notes as proof of the actress's lies, as she was seemingly so scared of him that she got a restraining order, yet she was going to see him and begging for him to hug her. Of course, one of the somewhat more amusing yet disgusting moments was once again brought up during the questioning, and that was with regards to who pooped on Depp's bed. The Zombieland actress had once again denied that she was the one who did it, claiming that it is not something that a grown woman does, and that at the time, she was not in a pranking mood, as her life was falling apart. Instead, she placed the blame on one of their teacup Yorkies, Boo, who she claimed accidentally ate some of the actor's happy green plant when he was a puppy, and since then had bowel issues. That is something that the Pirates of the Caribbean actor had spoken against, and if you want to know exactly what he said, then be sure to check out our previous video by clicking on the link above. During the cross-examination, James Franco, who originally was set to be a witness, was also brought up as video footage was shown of him and Heard in an elevator on the way to her penthouse, with the disaster artist resting his head on her shoulder and the two being seemingly close. During her testimony, Amber spoke about how Johnny had allegedly hated Franco and didn't want her to work with him, which raised rumors that there was something more between them. But answering questions about the video, the Aquaman star had said that he was just a friend who lived next door, and that after she exhausted her support network of friends, she was more than happy to welcome as much friendship as she could. But we cannot forget the biggest bombshell of the first day of cross-examination, where Depp's lawyers had questioned Heard about the divorce settlement donation she had been claiming to have made. In 2018, Heard appeared on a Dutch talk show, RTL Late Night, and said, "7 million in total was donated. I split it between the ACLU and the Children's Hospital of Los Angeles. I wanted nothing." She claimed this on several other occasions, including under oath during the couple's London libel case in 2020. When told that even at that point she had not made the full donation, the actress said the statement was incorrect. To this, Vasquez had said that to this day, May 16, she had still to pay the full amount. In her defense, Heard had said that she pledged to donate the entire sum, later adding that she uses donated and pledged synonymously. Though here it is worth noting that the two words not only have two different meanings, but also every time that the Aquaman star talked about the money, she had said donated it, as in past tense, insinuating that it was done. Defending herself, Amber had said that she elected to donate the settlement money over a period of time for tax reasons, and because she was receiving the settlement in installments. However, only one contribution was made, as it was reported that took place in 2018, and that was to ACLU for a sum of $350,000, which the 36-year-old donated herself. When asked why she had not made more donations, Heard said, "Because Johnny sued me for $50 million in March 2019. To this, Vasquez had, as well as fans of the actor, had pointed out that between receiving the money and being sued by Depp, she had a period of 13 months to make the donation. Though as it turns out right now, the synonymous use of the words pledged and donated could get the mother of one into some serious trouble. Several media outlets have reported that there is a possibility that the actress could face perjury and be prosecuted for lying. Many internet users had pointed out that her had lied under oath and also misled the public when discussing donations on talk shows. Experts had weighed in on this and stated that while perjury might not be a central issue in the case of donations, it is the single greatest threat to the justice system, so the police could potentially be called in to investigate. So curious, what are your thoughts about the start of Amber's cross-examination? Do you think that the lies with which she was caught could lead to her losing the case? What do you think of her synonymous use of the words pledged and donated? And do you think she really could be prosecuted for perjury? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, and as always, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, and if you enjoy our content, be sure to give us a super thanks to help and further support our work. Until next time.